still holding on as he's ready to use that Kraken impact one more time. Gaskin gonna get rezzed up too, and there's gonna be a retake.
Yeah, retake indeed over the top side. Sparksheep looking for that back, maybe trying to delay the objective, but eventually he's gonna fall. Cosmic Yarn Amplifier is able to, give that engage, but unfortunately far too much presence here towards the point. Mochimon, get the job done, stave off FlyQuest for now. And honestly, I mean, that was a great job by Month to keep the team alive. FlyQuest maybe a little bit overzealous. It seemed like the re-engage was a bit hard. Overall, you just got to give credit to Mochimon. Maybe they can get the job done here in the streets phase of the map ship.
Yeah, I mean, Nectar seemed like he had that all for 500 years there. Just still managed to wait that final second and find value just to get the reset. I think it brought them enough pressure just to hold on there and not, the retake didn't seem like it had a ton of value. Month gonna get dove, does drive back a little bit. Gonna keep that healing up. Month playing very safe and strong right now as we do see some chain. March going to be on the Star-Lord now. Finds value early as Smart Chief does get res. Light's going to turn that around and take out Month. Blur on Light as we just see it back and forth, but the rocket reses are now officially out as these picks are going to start to matter a little more in this next fight.
Well, the dive right now is sort of uncoordinated.
All right.
FlyQuest. It's been tough for Sparksheep and Light to get on the same page together. Maybe with 2 minutes left to go and respawn timers synced up, they can get something done alongside Energy's Kraken impact in this upcoming fight.
So we have
things are going to slow up a little bit. It's Gaskin ready to use that Eye of
the
Agamotto.
Venom.
And there we go. Galactic Legend is up in the
Spider-Man.
sky. Dealing some good damage here. Still has that shield ready. Trying to put some pressure onto the back line. Great kiting there, but no, not going to be enough as March drops Gaskin.
Nice.
While Gaskin was still holding on to that. That is a early pick that really matters. Driving out some strategists as Cooper Tastic gonna have to roll back with the team. Tries to get a pick there. Would have been insane. As Nectar wants to reset this. Gonna pull right back to even it.
That should be a reset, yeah, nice.
Down there onto Energy, and we are gonna see it happen again.
Ooh.
As Luna falls. And that should be a reset, yes. Holding them back at the spawn. They are able to retouch here. Not sure if the Kraken have landed on anybody on the side of Fly. Here we see a multitude of ultimates. Energy going to be getting that early pick. It looks like FlyQuest getting some space back. That should be enough for them to own this as they are going to force back another fight. Oh!
Yeah, no, they got it back. I mean, a minute left now for Mochimon. Gasklin had a big Eye of Agamotto towards the objective, and Zelos then tossing out that cost.
Good stabilization.
Yeah. Eliminations, even through the Fate of Both Worlds from Month. So a little bit overzealous for Mochimon to kind of go into the spawn, try to.
I didn't get to see the bans.
But they failed to realize towards the objective, right? That portal from Gasklin sort of made them dodge away from those spawn trappers and sort of made an uncoordinated fight for Mochimon in that objective.
Yeah,
I like the Venom Spider-Man though. They finally get to use it. Usually Venom's banned for FlyQuest.
And it seemed like it worked out for him. Like you're saying, to give him that displacement, that new location, kind of gave him a
okay, maybe not.
in the fight. Nectar though, down goes 2 as that Z-Pack is popping off. Down goes Gasklin. At this point, Mochi looking in a really good spot to take point 2.
Yeah, there are only 3 members left to go. Tossing out the Kraken.
The reset already.
Just to secure it.
Unlucky.
No portal.
Didn't get the next reset.
With his ultimate, with the Spider-Man ultimate, so that could be terrifying. Maybe that's why Nectar wanted to use the Kraken impact to secure the point. 1 minute 30 seconds left for Mochimon in the third phase, which is honestly quite good, Shib. I don't know if we expected them to perform at this
I want to see the scoreboard. I want to see how well Fight is doing on Spider-Man.
This level of play is alt economy. Is it worth using alt for the point? I mean, the point is always worth it, but if you can get the point without using the ultimate, there's inherent value in holding on to it. So, although Light clearly, not necessarily needing to hold on to it, was Nectar using that ultimate necessary. I personally think it was
good shift by the thing.
Really Energy gonna be taken out too.
Go Energy.
Are gonna try to even it out. Panic
My go.
March though. Numbers gonna look back in Mochi's favor, down, or actually dead even right now, 5 and 5. And a clobbering time gets popped. Eye of Agamotto into
That's a good push.
Sure finds any value, does get 1. Gonna force the Fate of Both Worlds out as they start dancing. Damage boost is up. Will they find value?
The Eye here? No shield?
Goes Madman.
Probably.
Finding another pick there as Mochi is gonna have to drop back as a team.
Yeah, big timing. Month didn't
save.
Build up that
Smart.
Worlds to come back into that fight, and with the extra damage of Gasklin and in FlyQuest, they were able to get eliminations towards that main side. Great work with the tempo plays by FlyQuest, forcing Mochimon on the back foot, but now they have their very own Fate of Both Worlds, although we've seen FlyQuest
Yo, what up,
again get value even through support strategist ultimates.
Light with a nice pick there on Nectar, doing what he
Up
does.
at
Great
Zedia.
re-engages as they do have the rocket pack out. We see a Fate of Both Worlds there on the side of Mochi. Light just trying to wait that out slightly. 70% till all. Energy gonna hold on to the Kraken impact there, and here it comes. Right, followed
Good
up on the
reset.
Venom. Make that one. Can we see two? As we
Yep.
see it, Ayamoto, a lot of ultimates being popped here. Maybe
Nice.
too many in the conversation. Is Energy gonna keep this thing wiping? Ooh, it is
Exchange.
now. As we are gonna
Nice.
see it back and forth. Who gets the W?
Nice.
Energy gets the pick. So does Nectar. Energy again.
Nice.
Nectar getting the W, and that should be enough
Yep.
for Fly to hold on.
My God. I mean, they also had to swap off the Hella in the Streets phase. Now towards the end, Mochimon gets stopped. 64 meters
Hold up, everybody.
is all they
How
got.
bad is the
and,
stream?
you know, that was honestly a pretty good push considering how things went in the first point. They took, till like a minute was left on the clock.
Looks kind of
Mochimon
bad.
Finally figured something out, but
It's gonna
FlyQuest
be on my
just too
control.
good against Fate of Both Worlds. It's really difficult for Month and the rest of the team to stay alive, even with ultimates. Right now in the current in this current matchup between both teams, Light finding those pickoffs, like you said, with the Cosmic Yarn from Zello, is just too easy for him to get those eliminations.
What's up? What's up?
Alongside the rest of the team. So FlyQuest ult management
Ed
worked out towards the very
Zadia
end.
too? What's
We'll
up?
see how smooth their offense will be here.
Yeah, credit where credit is due, though. At this level, that's a good push, right? Like, that isn't something to scoff at. You really don't hate that. I know point 2 is a really good defensive position, so pushing through point 2 in and of itself is a good push. So I like to see that there from Mochi. I think that was strong, but we know how strong FlyQuest can be. We know how diverse their compositions can be, so things can get really shaken up here as they are electing to stay on that Spider-Man combo, but they did drive Hella off of the Hella pick.
I'm surprised they're staying on the Spider-Man Venom on the fence.
Yeah, theoretically it makes sense, right? You swap off a character that has one iframe with the Crow onto a character like Star-Lord who can get multiple, right?
Attack
So
makes sense not
more
here.
uptime,
It's interesting, but
you
hopefully it
get
does
more
well.
uptime by just staying alive, right? So for Mochimon, they're swapping over to that Star-Lord to make sure that March can stay in the objective, stay in the fight, and meanwhile, you just have Winter Soldier, who is kind of just the jack of all trades, can do everything to such a high level, but against FlyQuest, their dive has been spectacular so far. We'll see if they can open up first fight.
As here we begin, everyone fighting on this left side angle. Not a lot of takes here on the off behind building to the right. We see that a lot at this level of play. Nice pick there early by Month, showing you how strong Luna can be while still allowing that healing to go through the team. Luna, while using that ability, does have the ability to hit multiple targets at once, roughly reaching around 40 meters. It does provide healing and damage, and it's just a ton of both.
I don't know why
Right hands, especially if you can line it up in a fight like this. But right now, Mochi's
stream
kinda
looks so
driven back.
bad.
The space being kind of owned here by FlyQuest, forced to hold up in the arcade in the back right there, as now they're taking that space back. The fight looking a little more in Mochi's favor as we begin again. Gaslin trying to do some damage on the left side, forcing out, playing around that net.
The quality is beyond my control.
Is a huge aspect of playing Vanguard. You don't always want to burn your shield cooldown. You want to try to do as much as possible, holding on to as much of that value of the shield during every fight.
Good burst onto Star-Lord.
Well done there, taking out an early pick, does get rezzed up though.
Like I said, the quality is beyond my control. Don't know why.
He also still in the front line. Oh, gonna go down a little bit too far forward. No BRB as well to bring it back. So we're even here. Actually, just kidding. BRB will bring energy back in the fight. Meaning
Good take by
FlyQuest
FlyQuest though.
here.
Smart to
Waiting go the
position
back
yourself
here.
there.
Also fatal roll for Month as they go in forward. Gaston waiting to go with his ultimate.
To get the good eye.
On defense.
Nice.
And with the damage boost, Nectar's gonna go down. Thing ultimately on the other side. I have Agamotto on the other side as well. But can they find the follow-up? Month's damage is there, but the healing is too good for FlyQuest right now.
Yeah, it seems like the pressure right now, FlyQuest just providing a lot, but that's a huge early pick there. Down goes
See if the Spider-Man can do something.
Nice.
Nice.
Gonna pop, yes, an insane all as he takes
Two.
out 2 Months. And Nectar
Can you get Rocket?
should be enough for them to own this pressure at about 2 out of 3 ticks. Will they get the first point? Yes. Looks like FlyQuest has driven the point as Mochi is forced to reset as a squad.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Good iframe by the Star-Lord there.
Incredible from FlyQuest to come back into it. Keeping their team alive, Cooper-tastic, making sure nobody fell except, well, basically one person. So Mochimon now on the back foot, 4 minutes to go. And like you said with Light, just an amazing ultimate, the spectacular spinner towards the very end, able to get a KO and a half. So FlyQuest in the Streets phase have some good ultimates to keep this snowball going.
Yeah, well done there. That was an early take. They do have 4 minutes roughly on the clock now. Spark gonna find one as Gaslin does the same. FlyQuest with these early picks, one get rezzed up, but unfortunately, it is another strategist that's not gonna be enough frontline to give them the space. I say that, Yes, as Energy gets another onto Madmen, and that's not going to be enough. As they
Yeah, like I said, the quality is beyond my control, so.
Yeah, very hard point to hold on defense. Everybody knows around this objective. Very difficult to get that, straight up fight, and you can see exactly why. FlyQuest just sort of sitting on the top, waiting for Mochimon to make a mistake, and they tried to walk in with their very own Cosmic Yarn amplifier, but FlyQuest able to match it and just take down the members that were a little overextended for Mochimon.
Is there too lot to see here? Nerf Winter Soldier? Nah. I think he's fine, honestly. Like, realistically speaking, I think the character's fine. I think they have to nerf Hella. I think that's the character that needs to be nerfed. Hella's way more, way too strong. Maybe nerf the damage just a tad with Winter Soldier, and I think it's perfectly fine. Energy gonna get rezzed up from the rocket res, and there goes another as point 2 is really being driven home here on the side of FlyQuest.
Ultimates are still available. They can come back through if they can get the eliminations with the Psylocke or on the other side with the Kraken Impact. Good eye. Good eye. Also, the follow-up from Light is there, and man, this is terrifying right now to go against. I imagine right now as FlyQuest push on to third phase. I mean, you have to worry about Light, you have to worry about Spark Chief and that dive, but. I granted comp for like a weekend and gave up. Energy pounding away in your front line with Zelos' Z team up, and
why?
That follow-up damage.
Why'd you give up?
To be able to stay alive and really match the damage output of FlyQuest right now.
Yeah, one of the things we didn't see a lot during the MRI was that combination of Feast of the Abyss followed up by Kraken Impact, seeing Venom pop ult immediately with Bucky, and I think that's a
Why'd you give up? Can't stand a teammate sometimes? Yeah. That's fair.
We start the next fight, Spark Chief again. An immediate pick on Month in the backline is so much value.
Hopefully the reset will fix the lobbies a bit.
Coming out here, the Agamotto Chief gonna take out one. Light is gonna drop Madmen though, as we do see that res come back. And
so yeah, sometimes it can be pretty coin flip. Even NA servers are the same.
BRB still available for the offense. March wants to go forward with the ultimate as well as the combination from Month. March able to take down.
We got like Diamond 2, 30 RR, I think.
They just used a lot of ults. Now we can come back in. We're close to that Spider-Man ult. We also have Kraken Impact alongside the damage boost of Kupatastic.
Big.
Commit a fate of both worlds.
Oh my god.
So
much damage. Oh, good reset. Another reset.
Holding on firm as Nectar finds a quad early on to hold on to the point with 2 minutes and 25 on the clock.
Yeah, Nectar's been a saving grace right now for Mochimon. He's been able to find kills or find KOs consistently, and for FlyQuest, they just committed so many ultimates in that fight.
This is the big thing, though.
As it is the only ultimate in the entire time.
Bro has to get like immense value, or it's unlucky.
That may enable some more characters to get ultimates in this upcoming fight.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we talked
I think right now I'm sitting at a eternity still. I might be decaying. I forget. I don't play on the weekends. Weekend queues are not good.
That should do it as they take map 1 here with 1 left as Rocket just trying to hold on, but it's not going to be enough as FlyQuest gets the W.
The weekend gamers are brutal. Get a different types of lobbies.
Mochimon for getting caught out by it. I mean, it was just a really quick push by Gaslin. Nice fly into the back line to catch them out with the Eye of Agamotto. It's just hard to deal with.
I finished college third this year, so I got like too much time now.
Losing the objective, so they obviously wanted to play in the main side, prioritize playing around that point. Unfortunately, it cost them though.
I mean, season 2. Season 2's in a couple days? Maybe? 10 days? 12 days? Something like that.
The stat line is insane on the side of FlyQuest. 21 limbs. Our final hits there for Light. 20 for Energy.
Got the orange shirt.
Looking insane, but you talked about Nectar kind of matching things with 20 eliminations as well. So really strong play there for Mochi. I just think FlyQuest looked so fluid as a squad, and the combinations of ultimates, the things they were doing, were so practiced and so clean.
The audio is off.
They looked really good, and let's take a look at the highlights from the match, which were absolutely spectacular.
I mean, if you want game to grind, I guess this game. They're back on Dead by Daylight? Dead by Daylight? DBD? Dead by Daylight? Is that what it is? Where's the Dark and Darker, Sweden? Where's this Dark and Darker grind, bro? Won't catch me on that game. Bro, they have mobile version now. Maybe thought audio. Last time I got copyright. Got a copyright strike, bro. Holy. Actually, it's the Marvel song. It's okay. The heck? But they got Dark and Darker mobile now, bro. Just for you. Play while you're at college. Rust mobile. Hey. Rust mobile, Dark and Darker mobile. They got everything. Got all the mobile games now. I thought Dead by Daylight finally died or something. I feel like that game's been out forever. I don't know what more content you could bring to that game. So many people play on console? It's on console? Oh. I don't know. Got like 40k on Steam? Hmm.
The moon haunts you. Say good night.
So I guess there's cross-platform play, I assume?
Tremble before fast.
Bum bum bum.
Welcome back to our first broadcasted game of the tournament. An insane watch so far. And yeah, I just got to show some love to FlyQuest, looking really good out there so far.
Yeah, so far FlyQuest, I mean, we kind of expected this out.
This guy's voice is off from his camera.
High level, you know, not leave any room to doubt, and you know, obviously they did that, right? On their defense, it was a little bit shaky at times, which is honestly more of a positive for Mochimon to be able to do that well versus a team like FlyQuest. So we'll see moving forward what happens with the picks and bans, the protects and bans. As you know, I know a lot of people talk about you know, the second team to get the protect and
Venom ban.
has the advantage. I think we talked about it earlier, Shib, me, you, and
So you can't play Spider-Man anymore.
FlyQuest's on the bench today. He was talking about how the team that gets the ban and protect second is actually
Spider-Man without the team up is miserable.
The first ban comes out for Mochimon.
In pro play.
FlyQuest, they get to protect something,
Back ban.
and then Mochimon has to react after that.
Yeah, and again,
Interesting.
we're gonna see the Magneto ban. I
Root save.
personally, you know, hate it. I think he had a strong performance in the MRI, and obviously a very strong shielding hero, potentially, you know, not even potentially, in my opinion, the
Hello,
strongest
save?
shielding hero in the game right now. Just a ton of value with those bubbles enabling things like Star-Lord. So I do think that's a great ban.
Yeah, I imagine Madman maybe is a bit of a Magneto one trick and also somebody that sort of abuses the character because, you know, obviously
Rocket
the character has that one-shot potential with the Meteor M. Meanwhile, Rocket Raccoon protected for Mochimon. We're going to another convergence map, by the way.
We ban Hela?
So
Or ban
maybe
Bucky?
heading over to Wakanda, and for Mochimon,
Maybe
I
Loki
think
ban?
Rocket Raccoon is going to enable their compositions moving forward alongside
Adam. Can't play the team up.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
GG.
combinations now with Rocket, not just the Z-Pack for the Bucky.
Do
but
Bucky
also
ban.
the Yarn enabling things like Venom Ultimate.
Bucky
making
ban
them
kinda go
far more
crazy.
Terrifying, or even Bucky. It's been
And
coming up
they
in the
did
scene
do it.
far more than maybe you or I, at least for me, had anticipated. And I personally like to see things like that shaking things up, new thought processes that are allowing new team compositions to start running the meta.
And it's interesting that we've seen both Namor and Hela go through. Last time FlyQuest banned out Namor. This time,
So just gonna spam Luna no more?
wanting to go against it. Honestly, kind of fair. I've been sort of the opinion ship lately that Bucky is, I hate to say it, sort of a low skill character. Like, I just feel like it's so easy to get value out of Bucky right now, and it's not necessarily due to the fact that people are like bad at Bucky per se. It feels like the character's like skill floor is just so high. It's like very easy to play him to a very high level with the rest of your team. Whereas I think if you go over to Hela and stuff, you can sort of diff the other team's Hela. You can still do the same thing on Bucky, but I feel like it's a lot harder as a team to sort of game plan around it almost.
Yeah, I think like the way you're wording it, it's almost like every single thing that Bucky can do finds value. That pull in and of itself is already insanely huge. If you just land a few pulls, that can be enough for your team to get value. Not only that, but obviously his damage, his ultimate, very, very strong. So there's a multitude of ways to find value with him, whereas someone else on the DPS line or the duelist line may be a little more difficult to find value with. So I do agree with what you're saying here, but we are going to see energy on, oh man, Hela battles as March and Energy are going to be running the Hela here. Really strong Hela map, obviously with the high ground. They're waiting out a teleport here. Actually, they're going to potentially counter as Gaslin's trying to get ahead of it, but it looks like on the side of Mochi, they are not going to start with the teleport, so that should put Gaskin on a little bit of a cooldown here.
Yeah, and it's very interesting to me that both, that group got through, and FlyQuest are the ones not playing it, sticking towards Hulk, which we haven't seen too much of so far, at least in the MRI. Now going into MRC, so Sparky back on a hero that he loves to play in that Hulk.
Yes, here we begin this next fight. Spark Chief off the rip, trying to find the Hela. A ton of damage, going to have to crow out. As we do see a tackle there from the Wolverine. That Feral Leap trying to find value, not able to do so. Good repositioning. March with an early pick there onto Spark Chief. As the numbers are heading in their favor. Make that two as Madman finds Gasklin. And FlyQuest will not have the teleport to get back here.
No, I mean, they're just going to give up the point. Yeah, it looks like. That was such a weird fight for FlyQuest. Looked to me like Spark Chief thought he had thought he got March out of position, finding him on that high ground, forcing that Crow cooldown out. But in the meantime, on the other side, Light got a kidnap on Madman. So weird fight for FlyQuest. I just don't think they were on the same page. Whereas Mochimon, they just kind of have one game plan with this Namor Hela composition, and that's just hold forward, do a lot of damage, and they're doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the team was just scattered. Nobody was on the same, page there. Everyone was thinking something else and looking for other picks. But that is where this level of play, the communication is so important.
Been muted this entire time I've been talking, unlucky.
Great placement of those walls.
I don't like the Hulk pick.
Either Blur, I believe it was, it had to be Blur. To stuff that as Light is going to be on the Wolverine, looking for that scratching post. Got to sharpen those claws.
Lost passive. That's unfortunate.
Try to find an alt angle and make a Feral Leap play. But at this point, Mochi's kind of
1, 2. Energy.
and it's heavily looking in their favor.
We have like all ults here.
Next take for point 2.
Yeah, Flight is desperately looking for an off angle to find a kidnap, but he's had such a difficult time. Ultimate's still available for this upcoming fight, and it's going to be a big
Good Groodle, Lamp, and they're all dead.
Backline with the whale combination, get Zelos.
That's supposed to be played no more.
Zelos goes down. The crystals were off cooldown. Spark Chief going to find a tackle. And going to
Good grab.
Play back on a Madman, trying to even out the numbers as FlyQuest slightly up right now as the spawns in their favor. And it looks like they're kind of owning this space back, but going into a group without running one is
Yep, there goes Energy. The more is so good.
Another good early pick there by Nectar, playing a mean Namor as they press forward even more, numbers back in their side.
I mean, they're trying to keep it moving forward. FlyQuest now out of those strategies.
I just feel like when you play a Groot no more, you have to mirror. That's a good ult. Worth it. The Hulk ult for, I guess, to save and stall.
Yeah, the Wolverine presence shown right there. An immediate takedown, forcing the entire team to rethink the fight and say, no, we don't want to stagger. Let's regroup, set up, and try again. Great play there.
I think Hulk is undervalued, but I still don't think he's good in the current meta. Ooh. Nice shot.
Shot to the dome. Good KO. Again, here comes the whale. No, good tackle by Light, who did not have the passive and is going to pay for it from those turrets. Again, another turret takedown onto Gaslin. And Mochi running up with two.
Yep. Why are we ulting Cooper?
As Nectar's on an absolute tear.
Yeah, this comp isn't really working for FlyQuest. They swap Light over to the Namor to
Good.
match the damage output, but
Yeah, they swapped to mirror.
not good at all. And
So,
Sparky
what you have to do.
as well to try to match it. Mochimon right now, 4 minutes and 3 seconds left. They're on a bit of a steamroll right now, bit of a tear. Also got Cooper.
He didn't get any value out of the Wolverine for 2 points in 2 fights, and have to swap.
Yeah, I do think the issue there was Spark wasn't running the Groot early on, and that Groot just has a ton of presence, especially with the Namor. If you do that strangling prison and you throw the whale, there's just no way out, especially, you know, whether if it's damage wizard or you just throw it right in the center. It's just straight damage as Nectar going to take out Cooper-tastic. That is a third fight in a row where Nectar has got an early pick on a backline as Blur's going to find energy, numbers heavily in Mochi's favor again. This is a very tough point to push with the spawn being so close, but there is a potential. No, Madman used teleport. I was going to say to teleport, wall him out, but no, it should be off cooldown or on cooldown.
Yeah, Monk with the copy goes into this upcoming fight. Also in the previous one, Energy committed the Goddess of Death above the objective, and it was just such an awkward timing. Meanwhile, Eye of Agamotto is massive for Madman. Up 1 in the fight, but here comes the Groot ultimate. Is the follow-up there? No. Unfortunately, no whale to connect. His light went down earlier, so with that, I mean, Mochimon are in such a good spot to close out now. Wow.
Wow, great play here by Mochi. Just a steamroll.
Very good.
Being honest, almost
I think they had to mirror faster.
Clock still at this map is indication of a team that's playing with insane confidence. Those early picks from Nectar, I can't say enough just how much that drove those points. That point too should have got them a lot more time off the clock, but no, just did not work out. Really well played there by Mochi.
Yeah, unfortunately, it feels like FlyQuest have sort of played themselves into a bit of a negative in terms of the matchup, right? I mean, previously they kind of diffed on the Bucky rolls, were able to get a lot of value done versus Mochimon, but now against their composition with that Hela, with the Namor, not looking as strong. You could argue that maybe that's because, you know, they had to switch compositions in the Streets phase, maybe made them you could definitely see that side of the coin, so maybe on their attacking side they'll get a bit more momentum, play forward. I really wonder what happened to Light in that last team fight as well, because if they were able to just get that combination off with the whale, with the Groot ultimate, with the strangling prison, maybe they could have full held there, or sorry, could have held in the third phase. So Mochimon, you know, good job finding Light early on, and that's really off the back of Nectar and March pumping out a lot of damage.
Yeah, everyone's brain is just working overtime, so it's about cutting through the noise and making sure you find value together.
FlyQuest probably does lower left, because that's how you can test the high ground up top here. So again, going boom around like that, or they could TP, but I don't think they TP. I'm not a fan of TPing early, because the chance you need it last second, 150-second cooldown.
We're going to start this early fight. No teleport on either side. Cooldown should be ready as they are going to own this high ground. We know how valuable high ground can be. March just awaiting this back.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Energy again. March is a absolute demon here on this Hela.
March does not miss. I mean, he's looking like Deleno almost right now. That was insane. Pre-aiming that angle, just able to get the crow off of a perfect engage by him. Take that fight versus Energy, and, you know, not a lot of people can do that. He did it, matched him so well there.
Yeah, it's just the mental presence to understand that play is coming is something, obviously, I don't have the brain for on a duelist. Just knowing that was going to happen and just pretty much awaiting it and then ensuring it went your way is just a massive, massive early pick for the
Ooh, good
side
freeze on
of
energy.
Mochi. Again, these early picks are driving a ton of the fight, but now that off angle is getting a ton of value. As you can see, the team, great placement, great positioning there from Panic. As we see that.
Why is Light over here?
High ground Light gonna be on the Namor now.
What's happening?
Early. That is a very large early pick onto the group. Getting those walls back in your favor alone is a ton of value. Spark Chief gonna be taking out Madman.
I mean, it's a good flank, but like everyone is so spread out. Like I don't understand what's happening. The 1v1 of the century. Nice.
Comes on top this time as FlyQuest looks like they're going to be taking this first point unless a portal comes up.
Yeah, 2 ticks. Doesn't look like the portal's coming through, and that was absolutely suffocating from FlyQuest. Energy, it didn't even matter that he lost the first fight, it seems. He took that same flank angle towards the far right side. You could just crow on over and force Mochimon to react. In the meanwhile, Light pushed over to the left side. So both of the duelists taking those off angles, making sure that Mochimon was always on the back foot, and eventually they got choked out. So that's what you want to see if you're a FlyQuest fan. These duelist players taking a very aggressive angles, making sure Mochimon has to commit somebody towards them. And if they can keep that up, I mean, they could fully camp out this map.
Yeah, as we do see the strangling prison combination.
Good ult.
Just kidding, here comes the whale, but unfortunately, I do believe
Think we lantern.
We're popped there as they are going to continue to hold on, but now FlyQuest feeling confident.
Counter whale miss.
Whale, will they get anything? No pick there. Gascoigne going to drop back. We do see Hell Unleashed on the top side there from March. March raining, but
We copy Luna ult for Hella ult. We burn Hella ult. Going for the flank on energy. Very good shots. Holy. Trying to get ult. He's gonna fly out or run out. And ult probably. Good shots. Energy looking like the final boss out there. Very good dominant position. He placed up there by the Loki.
I mean, this is kind of how
Good cap.
is right now, at least in these compositions. When you have a Namor, when you have a Hela, I mean, both of these are the 2 best.
Also have a pretty good ult rotation here.
Flank and win those duels, win those 1v1s with the guard up from your Luna Snow, and you're going to put your team in such a massive advantage. We saw Energy finding those picks without even ultimates involved. So great job from FlyQuest right now. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this 3rd phase of the map.
Do you believe it? Will they be able to push?
The flank by energy here is good.
On the clock. If I was a betting man, I would have said no, but now things are changing. Energy taking these off angles.
Oh, unlucky, he missed.
Getting those crystals out is a bunch of value. You can't just say that was a failed take there, because at the end of the day, Light followed up by Gascoigne and Zelos. That's 3 down for Mochi. Make that 4. Is Energy coming from an off angle?
Really good Loki lamp there. And we go for the teleport block.
This could buy them enough. Ooh, I was gonna say you have to spin it there. I was afraid they weren't gonna spin that one. Like we had the conversation before, you gotta treat it like a slinky. Think of it like a slinky while you're placing that. You gotta have one of them backwards on the door. I don't think it was fast enough. Everyone was able to escape the wall, maybe not placed perfectly there on the side of Gascoigne, but a great idea as the rest of the team is still able to push through. And we are gonna have another fight here on point, which personally I didn't think was gonna happen. I thought those walls were gonna hold on.
I guess the gap too big, too wide. Goddess in the sky goes down, immediately melted by both teams. Strangling Prison throw around to the back, doesn't have the combination follow up. It looks like it was from the Hela, but the heal's far too strong right now from Cooper-tastic and this frontline, or rather Zelos. And Energy just shuts down Nectar and Month. I mean, it's just absolutely panicked right now from Mochimon as they utilize his ultimate. They come back in with the Fate of Both Worlds, but it's in the Gascoigne with the Eye of Agamotto, and there's just too much damage right now from Light and the rest of the team. You just kind of funnel into your demise now at this point as March falls. Everybody else is kind of running in. Maybe you can get some value here from Nectar. He's able to get Zelos. Eye of Agamotto on the backside, but nobody else is there. Madman's gonna fall. Everybody else is running towards the point, and it's all tied up now.
Wow. All right. With a little less time on the clock, they get the job done. The teleport play would have been enough to buy him that extra minute or so. But but still going to truck through it. You mentioned Gaskin there. Great job with those Eye of Agamottos. You know, the only downside to the fate of both worlds when you're on Luna is your team feels comfortable. Everyone groups on that ultimate knowing that it's safety, right? So teams will stack, and then you can make large plays off of them like you saw Gaskin there with the Eye of Agamotto.
I just stay mirror.
Right in the center of that fate of both worlds, knocking the teams out, and then finding value and driving that point home. You got to take that into consideration, and you got to be prepared for some sort of counter.
I feel like the two main things that I'm looking towards is, you know, obviously getting those strategist ultimates up to counter Strangling Prison and stuff. But right now, both teams kind of not synergizing that well with their Strangling Prison. I feel like, you know, Nectar threw out a panic whale almost and didn't have that ultimate synced up with Blur, causing them to throw out a Strangling Prison on their defense and have no follow-up besides from March's very own Hella ultimate. So right now, Mochimon, maybe hopefully they kind of they rein in their excitement potentially, because versus FlyQuest, they know this is a big game, big win if they do win it. Another thing, right now, Energy just kind of dominating those duels. We saw March kind of take that 1v1 on the coast early, but ever since then, it's been Light and Energy just absolutely flanking the hell out of Mochimon right now and getting those KOs. So right now, FlyQuest, if they keep it up,
So we are going left side. You don't need a wall to jump up and go up the rocks, even though it takes just a smidget faster. Probably go left side, take control of the height to contest better. We are going for the flank with Energy again. This is a very, very good spot that nobody knows about.
Very strong positioning off angles on duelists, especially Hella, are so valuable. Getting eyes to look at different.
Might have to get out, and he has the snowflake. So as the Luna heals his team, he also gets healed. That's how the snowflake works.
The Vanguard's gonna start pressing here for the side of FlyQuest on the attack. March gonna try to take this.
Nice challenge.
Well done by March.
Gets rewarded for it.
Great work by Mochi as they are holding on, but the height being taken on the left side as Nectar gonna take out Light too. Well done again by Mochi.
they have to do this again though, right? I mean, Mochimon matching those flanks very well.
Taking the first one of any convergence match is extremely difficult. We do almost have Loki ult.
We used to see on this map with like Iron Man meta, if you remember that back, you know, couple patches ago, basically, where those Iron Mans would hard flank around that left side angle. We're seeing Hellas do the same thing. Everybody kind of realizing, because the 100 Thieves does that so well, we kind of need to do the same thing. You may think that you're not actually contributing to the fight, but you
do go for the TP, so that's 150-second cooldown.
Mochimon can hold right now as FlyQuest walk in.
So they TP now, so because they TP now, they can't have a last second touch, so they have to win this fight. Otherwise, it's going to be unfortunate. Good damage. Look for a Groot ult here, maybe? We don't have any combos. Going to the next off angle. Light is trying to build ult as fast as possible to combo with Groot. Beat them.
And it's back and forth. The fight is still kind of holding on, but still ult advantage on Mochi. Oh my goodness. Eye of Agamotto gonna find value as March takes out Spark Chief. Down goes Cooper-tastic as well. And Mochi gonna hold on with no ticks on the point.
Nice hold by them. You know, I thought that it looked like for the side of FlyQuest, they could come back in. They took their time. You know, we heard, as soon as you hear Loki's voice line, it doesn't mean that the ultimate is used necessarily, or it is used, like he copied his Loki, or his Luna Snow in month, but they tried to, like, wait out the whole ultimate, the whole duration, because they knew he committed it a little bit too early, but it doesn't end up mattering, because like we talked about Shib, you can just wait 6 seconds or whatever, and then pop the Luna Snow ultimate, which makes that character just absolutely disgusting.
What up, Michael?
With their own copy, Fate of Both Worlds, FlyQuest tried to get in, but after losing one, I mean, March is...
You're doing well, good as well.
Good. 2 minutes and 13 seconds for them to take this first point. They need to not fall into similar traps that FlyQuest fell into with their portal and just getting a little bit disgruntled on their attack.
What up, what up?
Yeah, I just love to see games like this. In the first game, we're together, brother. It always seems to work out like this for us. I don't know why, but man, do I love it. You mentioned there the Loki, just how much presence Loki has. You know, holding on to that Fate of Both Worlds, like you're saying, you can hold up to, I believe, 16 seconds. So it is just, you know, the king of mind games when it comes to Loki.
2 minutes.
When it comes to clone placements, where you're in invisibility, you're swapping, and then just the full plays that you can make as another strategist prior to popping ultimate is, you know, especially going something like Luna. Luna just has hit scan and a ton of presence, the freeze, you know, popping crystal out, having 16 seconds on an additional Luna is a ton of value, and we did see that pop there after getting more value just simply on the clone itself. So here we go, as Nectar gonna take this presence early. Mochi trying to get a single tick to take this home, or will we see our second ever tie on this map in these first few tournaments that we've done together?
And it's a 4-2 split right now, leaving some members in main while they have March on the high ground with, it looks like to be Month. So they've kind of just split up the Lokis on the height. And then
Wonder if FlyQuest can hold full time or not.
You know, what they want to do if they get choked out. It looks like they just give up on that off angle as Energy.
Energy's going for a nice flank.
On the flank.
Beautiful.
I see it back in the spawn.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought that Fly was looking a little separated there and a little bit like unsure of themselves, but man, do I not know what I'm talking about, because these guys are coming in hot with those early picks.
Holy.
Up and sweep everyone, buying them a little bit of extra time, as we will likely see the portal play coming up. Are we gonna see a counter from Gaskelin?
Yeah, they're probably gonna portal.
With there only being one notch available.
Like I said, portaling early is so risky though.
Because you're not going to have the time to get back and retouch typically, but we'll see, as I'm not sure they're going to even send it. It looks like Mochi's going to hold on and elect to not portal here on the side of Madmen, and here we go. Ulti advantage is
holding portal.
on the side of slightly FlyQuest. It looks like Cooper's got ult off of that.
So he's going for when they get wiped, need a touch.
No, yeah, he is still building it, I think, and oh my god, light on the right side flank, still has the squids in main. Huge opening pick, 40 seconds left, Shib.
I think it's okay.
It looks like they just back up for now, wait to regroup. I mean, that's the smart play. Save ultimates for this upcoming fight. Is this going to be massive? Strangling Prison could also follow up the whales. I mean, we could see one-shots for both teams if Nectar builds on to his own ultimate on his side.
An audience, I ask you to remember, this is elimination stage, at least for this lower side bracket right now. These games truly matter.
We get the combo? Yeah, we do. They were able to drop the lamp fast enough, so got really good value out of that.
And the team coordination, Fly just going to hold on as we see a nice eye of Agamotto, potentially trying to get value. No one falls as Gaskelin is able to make sure that March falls. And
very good flank by Energy. So we do get a draw. Wow.
A masterclass on defense and gonna hold them as well. And this is going to be a tie, I believe.
Yep, tie game, dude. My God, we're gonna head to that map number 3 because of that. And you know, it's so funny. It's like when you play ranked and you're like, guys, we just drew the map and we've just played a 15-20 minute game for nothing. That's what it feels like sometimes. But we did learn a lot, I feel like, in that game, Shib, from both teams. You know, maybe not that comfortable in this Hella Namor matchup alongside the Groot, right?
Yeah, I mean, we did see a lot of value of the combination. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Groot getting taken out here, honestly, by either side, because it was successful on both, right? So it's difficult to have that conversation. But yeah, Spar Chief, MVP on the Groot. On the side of FlyQuest goes to show you how strong his Groot truly is. So maybe that'll be changed up there for Mochi. But yeah, we see Spar Chief, 6 eliminations, 25 of the KOs, only falling 4 times. Just a really well done job. And then you look over on the other side, Nectar with 11 final hits, Energy with 12. It's just a duelist game here with these Groots supplementing their damage. It's just it's a battle.
It is a battle indeed, and maybe we could talk more about that when we get back, that specific composition, because there is a lot to talk about. So we're going to be right back after the highlights and come back for map number 3.